Let's bring in Amany Soliman, who's an associate professor and director of the Mediterranean Studies Institute at Alexandria University. Welcome to you. Again, it sounds like a positive development that the United States says that Israel has agreed to terms for a ceasefire proposal, but we know that the United States has been throughout this conflict in Israel's corner. How likely is it going to be that it's a deal that Hamas can get on board with?
Good morning, and thanks for having me. Well, so far we haven't heard really from Hamas what they have received, what kind of conditions are offered, but there are talking about certain blocks or points that are red lines to Hamas. It was leaked that an Egyptian proposal that had in it disarmament of the militia was refused. So I cannot really understand what the Americans are trying to do, or in particular, President Trump. He, since the 2nd of June, saying that we're about to get a deal in Gaza. And nothing happens. On the contrary, in the middle of the month, we have seen a minor war. So I don't think that even if Dermer and Netanyahu and Witkoff and Trump are sitting together and deciding what's going to happen, I don't think that Hamas would accept unconditionally. And all the time, they're just putting the knife on the necks of everyone, saying that if you did not accept what we are offering, we're going to bomb you to the ground. What's new? They are bombing them to the ground every day. So I think what is happening here is not a win-win situation. This is not a way to negotiate. And as far as we didn't hear from Hamas, it means that they were not offered something they can accept.
One of the things we do, it seems, know about the proposal, according to our correspondent, is that it includes a guarantee that negotiations on a long-term ceasefire would start at the beginning of the 60 days and continue even after the 60 days pass. Now, that seems to be to try and remedy what happened with the previous ceasefire agreement, where Israel just got up and walked away from it. But the question I would put to you is, what's to stop either side turning up, saying that they are negotiating? Look, we're not walking away, we are negotiating, but we've seen that parties can supposedly negotiate, but actually just make no effort in reality.
Well, there are existential matters in the middle. If you think about it, there are things that are being really threatening to Hamas' existence itself. And there are things that Israel would never accept as well. So what I think is that the most we can hope for is a truce or a ceasefire. What happens next is not guaranteed. And I do not think that even the US can guarantee that Israel doesn't hit again. No one can really force Israel to do something that it doesn't want to do. You know this, I know this, the whole world knows this today. And the number of killings, the number of the massacres we are seeing, the genocidal war, says that there are no guarantees in dealing with Israel. The dreams of a long-term truce or peace settlement are not valid, in my opinion, because they are contradicting with the existence of Hamas itself and with blocks from Israel that it would never accept. So I think the US president doesn't really get what's going on the ground. It's just about a truce, a ceasefire, something, yes, for 60 days, perhaps even less, as what happened in January. They will might exchange a few hostages for Palestinian prisoners, and that's it. I don't see the ability of a long-term peace or a long-term ceasefire here, unfortunately.
Thank you, Amany. I'm speaking to Amany Soliman, director of the Mediterranean Studies Institute at Alexandria University.